Well, g'day curd nerds. Today we're going to be making Ricotta Salata, which is basically a pressed ricotta. So here's a ricotta I made earlier, and if you want to see how to make whole milk ricotta, then check out the card there above. But anyway, so we've drained the ricotta out, and we're going to be adding in 1 teaspoon of cheese salt. So this is non-iodized cheese salt. And we're just going to stir that through. And just mix that through thoroughly. And then we're going to get a small cheese basket, and we're going to line that just with some tight weave cheesecloth. I find it works better if you use tight weave cheesecloth, because otherwise with the loose weave cheesecloth, if you line it with that, then you're actually going to lose a fair bit of the curd out the sides of the basket. So using a tight weave cheesecloth, and then we're just going to fold that over once we've got the curds in there. And we'll put our follower on top, and then we'll press it. So we press this fairly gently to start with, because we don't want to expel too much of the curd. That you press it too much and you can see that the whey is too creamy. So we're just going to press that lightly, and we're going to do that for about 30 minutes. So this is about 10 kilos, not even 10 kilos, about 5 kilos. So after the 30 minutes, we just pull that out of the press. So we're just going to undress the cheese. It's fairly delicate at this stage. It's only been pressed for 30 minutes. So you can see there's a bit of an edge there for where the follower, they crept up the sides of the follower. It was fairly moist when I put it into the cheese basket. So just push those little bits in there and then flip that over, making sure all those little bits stay at the bottom. And we're just going to sprinkle some more salt over the top. So this is about half a teaspoon of cheese salt. Now in this instance I used table salt, so this is non-iodized, just table salt. It's fine for this. There's no cultures within the ricotta. So we'll just pop that back into the cheese basket, and we're going to press it again. So we're going to press it at about a medium pressure. So this is about 10 kilos, or about, what's that, about 20 pounds, 22 pounds of pressure. And we're going to leave that for 6 hours, and then we'll turn it over again. So 6 hours later. We'll take it out of the cheese basket again. I'll apply a little bit more salt on the surface after we've turned it over. So you can see it's still fairly moist. Just wring the cheesecloth out there, try and get as much moisture out as I could. And then we're just going to apply some more salt, so it's about another half a teaspoon. Just rub that all over the surface. Apply a little bit more on the back side. So the cheese, what the salt is doing, it's actually helping to expel the whey, any extra whey that's in there, and help salt the cheese. Ricotta Salata is traditionally a fairly salty cheese. So we're going to redress that and then press it again. And this time we're going to press it overnight. So for about 12 hours. So this is about a medium pressure again, which is about 10 kilos or 22 pounds. Okay, so the next morning, we pull it out of the cheese press. And no more salting, it's all done. We're going to pop that onto a drying board now. And we're going to air dry that for a few days. So until it's touch dry. So this one took, and we're in the middle of winter now, It took 2 or 3 days, so this is after it's air dried. You can see it's formed a little bit of a yellow rind there, and that's lovely. That's exactly what you're after. Now I put this in a maturation box for 2 weeks, and this is what it looked like after 2 weeks. You can see that it's got a nice firm rind. A little bit of mould was starting to grow on the outside, so I wiped that off with brine. And you can see there the paste is lovely and creamy, nice and smooth. It's a lovely, delicious, quite slightly salty cheese, but it is nice. If you've got excess ricotta, then give it a go. It's quite nice. Anyway, you can pick up supplies over at the shop, littlegreenworkshops.com.au, or check out some of our other videos. We've got Wensleydale with sage, it's a delicious cheddar type cheese, and the whole milk ricotta recipe. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time.